Welcome to the broadcast. Completely different from the other guy. Brick wall. Yeah, 3 different people they just showed. Not in my house. Yeah, he with every team. Okay, that was intermission. Gotta be to work in a couple hours, but until then, I'm broadcasting. For those who are watching, please hit the follow button. Tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, today, I'm going to name a couple of games and I'll let my viewers decide which one I should play.
On this week's episode of NBA 2K TV, we get on the court with Jordan Clarkson, take a dive into my...
Next game. Let's go. Go one more white. Put the blue on.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the San Antonio Spurs. Well, for San Antonio, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight.
Nope.
And as we take a few moments here, Shaq, the term basketball IQ is constantly thrown around these days. What exactly is meant by that? Because I don't have it.
Ernie, I have
basketball
no
IQ.
idea. You know, you can be smarter than me if you want to. You can be a Rhodes Scholar, but you know what I will do to you. Doesn't necessarily mean you make good decisions on the basketball court. Basketball IQ, that term is overrated.
Maybe Kenny has an answer to this one.
Well, I think most people, when they first hear about it, they're talking about seeing the floor, having the ability to operate in the flow of the game, and understand the time and score relationship That's what a basketball IQ is. Like not taking a three-point shot with 24 seconds on the shot clock when you're up 9.
Not fouling a jump shoot.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ.
Okay, thank you. Kevin Harlan has a very high basketball IQ. Shaq has it too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He just doesn't like it.
With the BYB, Bust Your Butt University.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. We've got the San Antonio Spurs taking on the Detroit Pistons. Still out of the lineup is Kawhi Leonard. They want him healthy.
Well, with him being sidelined, it's going to take some creative work by this coaching staff to keep the ship afloat. I mean, they just can't roll the ball out there and let them play. Not without him. They've got to make some significant adjustments.
And I like it or not, you know, they'll need their reserves to play a bigger role. Sometimes, though, that can give them a boost of confidence. It's all about putting them in a position to succeed. And you know what? We've seen it time and time again where a guy finally gets his opportunity and is prepared to succeed.
I know Drummond better start making some damn free throws.
And it's the Pistons to start out. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. The always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Anderson in at the 3 slot.
Whoa.
The offensive rebound. Here's Allen.
Almost foul it, right?
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And great effort on the boards, and what a move.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him, Clark, at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pumpkin.
Who was the foul?
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Those are good numbers for any team shooting percentage this season.
And both free throws good for Anderson. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green against Jennings. Ilyasova.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice.
He got to get the
but
ball
to blow
more.
the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Don't mind me if I don't start shooting a lot at the beginning, because I'm going to get my points, but I want them to get involved.
That free throw good from Ilyasova.
He goes center, and he shoot better than Drummer. Number 24, let's go.
And both free throws good for Ilyasova. Pistons on defense. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
From 15 feet away, that's good.
I don't know, maybe they're still working out the kinks on D, because that clearly was a breakdown.
Jennings against Parker.
Try to pick me.
Takes it from 10. Detroit with the rebound. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. And there's always talk about if team chemistry matters or not. Let me tell you, it matters a lot. And
yes.
Clark, you really push this. If you can look at his team, and this team in particular, and they have, I think, a great locker room.
No question about it, Kevin. You see it in their demeanor. They really care about each other. And I think it starts with Freak. From what I understand, he makes sure they're doing things as a team off the court as well as on to build that camaraderie.
Here's Jennings following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. And there's the feed to Allen. Duncan with the block. They'll get another chance. And that one's good.
Good one.
Drummond's got his second bucket of the game to go. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Parker kicks to Aldridge.
Oh,
and the
powerful
one-handed slam.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Here's Allen. Rebound by Park.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. For Detroit, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Allen for the 3, and he gets it to go. Allen's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Duncan right side. Wide open look. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Allen dishes to Ilyasova. And there's the pass to Johnson. Pistons passing it around. Drummond with a screen on Anderson. Allen with it. Now Green defending. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. Allen's shot is off.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
I'm not really shooting. What the hell are you talking about?
Aldridge against Drummond. Aldridge kicks to Anderson. And the wide open shot from Green.
Man, you leave mine
good.
open.
He makes his first shot of the game.
All right.
So it's Detroit now.
3-point
lead. And this game, the first chance they've had to see the San Antonio Spurs.
And in a conference game here, just a 2-game season series.
Yeah, you know, you want to make every game count. Take care of business and give yourself a chance to sweep. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Yo,
he's trying to shoot his way out.
Over.
You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Over to the wing. Anderson passes to Aldridge. Offensive rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. San Antonio also making some changes. Spates checked in for Kyle Anderson. West comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Ginobili in for Green. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Detroit, Allen in at shooting guard. Johnson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics really lit up the floor. He finished with 34 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. This outing from him helped ensure the win to keep the team's solid run of games going.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
And here is Ginobili following the 3-pointer by Freak. It's Ginobili with the drive. Here's Spates. Here's Diaw. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And let's take this opportunity to show you the shooting guards with the highest percentage from the floor over the last month. Freak, 3rd.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, Greg, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage.
The first free throw is good. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Morris. Spurs also with the sub. Aldridge is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Detroit leading by 8. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Spurs foul. For Detroit, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And the Pistons making a change here. Jennings is checked in.
One shot. One shot.
And that one falls for Allen. Here is Anderson. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. They set the screen. Clock at 6. Passes to Aldridge. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Allen kicks to Jennings. Here's Drummond, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Nobody near Allen. Another three for Detroit.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Anderson against Jennings. Now here's Anderson. Guarded closer. Great D that time from Jennings.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Johnson. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Allen. And Ilyasova kicks to Drummond. Allen for the three. The shot is off. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Anderson dishes to Aldridge. Feeds it to Diaw with the shot. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Pistons dancers.
And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Take a look at the Pistons with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Cavaliers, right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And I think for the Pistons, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
There better not be. I mean, if anybody still is doing that, they haven't been watching this group play. I mean, this is a dangerous team.
Now here's Parker. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Duncan down low. He's guarded by Meeks. There's the double team with Allen. Parker passes to Duncan. Green inside the three-point line. The good-looking shot from the wing. Green's got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs. 1:53 left in the second quarter. Allen against Parker. Parker with the steal.
Oh, come on.
Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. That's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Allen. He had 34 points in the win against Boston. And And Ilyasova throws it down.
Yeah,
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yes, indeed.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
So for the Pistons, Pachulia, he's checked in.
He's going to put him on the bench. Bitch ass, motherfucker.
Clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Pistons ahead, up 10. And time now to go courtside as we send you over Doris Burke from the sideline.
Sorry about
Doris?
that.
Coach, you're going to have to climb a bit of a hill here in the second half. What are you telling your guys they need to do to turn this thing around?
I think we just moved the ball a little bit. We were just trying to dribble a little bit too much, and we've got a lot of pressure out there, so the ball's got to move.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back.
But I might just watch a movie and eat. I'm not tired, but I'm getting sleepy. If that make any sense. Maybe it's just this heated blanket I got on.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment.
We saw a strong quarter of play for Allen. He's got 14 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
On the court for San Antonio, Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Duncan is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. Allen gets to Jennings. Shot is no good. Nice D from Duncan. Spurs trail by 10. Anderson outside. Duncan with a screen on Johnson. Anderson outside. Screen by Duncan. Right side Green. 5 on the clock. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Green's got the first basket of the second half here for the Spurs. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. Off the pick. And that one's good. And the Pistons lead by 10.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. In fourth, the Pistons.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Allen kicks to Ilyasova. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Jennings. And now it's a 12-point Detroit lead. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Celtics in Boston. And Parker, here we go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Allen. And he banks in the layup. Allen's got 18 points in the game.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Parker dishes to Anderson. Aldridge a screen. It's Anderson with the drive.
That's a wall.
And it's Aldridge missing.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Shot's good. Jennings has got 4 this quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Open shot, Green, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
It's Jennings with the drive. Up and in on the layup. Jennings has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Now, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Anderson, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pistons leading by 14. Allen, a screen on Green. It's Jennings with the drive. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Morris is checked in for the Pistons. The Pistons have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. That's good from Jennings. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Parker with it. A step back shot here. The shot is off. Great D that time from Jennings.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Morris, left side, takes a three. There's the bucket. Good. And the Pistons lead by 20.
This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here. These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. 3rd in scoring, 5th in assists, and they're in the top 10 in fewest turnovers per game. And they really do it, taking care of the ball.
And going back to their scoring average, I think it really gives them confidence. They go into every game knowing that they're going to get buckets. And a few key stops here or there, and most nights, that's all it takes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Pachulia, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Jody Meeks comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Jackson in for Brandon Jennings.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Manu Ginobili. His last 10 games, averaging 12 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
And both free throws good for West. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Allen, a screen on Parker. Now here's Ginobili. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
For Detroit, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Allen. Spates checked in for San Antonio. And Allen drops them both. Spurs trail by 20. Parker outside, deflects the pass. Pachulia with the steal, and here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Meeks can't hit. Here's Diaw. Parker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. West kicks to Diaw. 1:33 left to play in the third. Really left alone that time. Ginobili's got 5.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Allen for 3. And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And the Pistons making a change here. Leonard's checked in.
Minus Leonard.
Allen against Ginobili. Morris a screen. Allen drives in. West with some nice D.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on
Get
that.
out of here.
And Allen with the block. Jackson against Parker. Meeks passes to Allen. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Ginobili kicks to Parker. It's rebounded by Leonard. Pistons leading by 17. Morris with a screen on Spates. Allen for three. That doesn't go either for Allen.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Shot from free throw range. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. 8 points for David West. Jackson dishes to Allen. Out to the wing. Meeks passes to Allen. Leonard with a screen on Ginobili. Up in time. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And they're making sure on this one, even though it may not matter in the grand scheme, but the replay process is faster than ever. You know, why not?
Yeah, the replay center in Secaucus is providing the officials with the necessary footage to make the call. We're seeing what they're seeing with the best possible angles.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And here's Jennings. Allen in a two-guard. Ilyasova out there with Johnson. Then there's Jennings. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons.
That's bull.
Green inside the three-point line. Rebound by the Pistons. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Come on.
Anderson kicks to Ginobili. Rebounded by the Pistons. Ilyasova's got 5 rebounds tonight. Allen outside. That doesn't go either for Allen.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Aldridge with it, and it's Johnson picking him up.
Double team.
Jennings against Anderson. Ginobili, that's for 2. And Allen with the block.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Drummond dishes to Allen. Can't connect from short range.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Back to Ginobili. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. 7 points for Ginobili.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces. Move the ball. Move the ball. Spread their defense and get our shooters some clean looks. Tighten up.
All right, coach. Draws in a bunch.
Pistons leading by 13. Looking to get it going. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
They really haven't backed away from running and gunning at any point, but their legs still look fresh.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Ginobili the pass to Duncan. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Jennings. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. Pass to Drummond. Baseline J on the way. Over Duncan. And that one's good. Drummond.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Ginobili attacking. No good. Great D that time from Jennings.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Allen, that's good.
Let's go.
Now Ginobili.
Double team.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Jennings with the steal. And
All
now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist in this one. Spurs trail by 21. Tony Parker's checked in for Green.
Yeah, you see his mouth?
On defense, the Pistons. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. Duncan dishes to Ginobili. Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Outside Jennings. An easy 2 points on the layup. Jennings has got 11 in the second half.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Detroit leading by 19. Jennings off a pick from Allen. Allen with the screen for Jennings. Allen outside. Off target with his 3.
Should have made him pay.
Can't seem to find the range here in the second. He did a great job in the first, hitting 3 from outside.
And the wide open shot from Ginobili. That 3 off the mark.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Allen with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Allen kicks to Ilyasova. Johnson, the pass to Jennings. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Off target from 3-point range.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall. Looking at the numbers for Ginobili, 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Oh, y'all gonna put me out? Come on.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And this broadcast has not ended just yet, as we've got the award-winning Ernie Johnson standing by here for the postgame show.
Play the game free. I already know I'm playing the game.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quickly move forward now to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
There's no doubt about it. This guy is a leader. He was in attack mode all night, calling for it and delivering in some big, big plays in basket. His point total shows everything that I'm talking about. The defense was like, what am I going to do? And he was like, nothing, because I'm toying with you.
I love the contribution he gave with his long-range shooting tonight. He was on fire. That turned out to be the big key for them. If someone drove the lane and the defense collapsed, they would always kick it to him for another three. Splaka Katayow!
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal.
Alright, y'all, with that being said, I might play something else. I'm not sure. I do need to eat. What time is it? 1:40. Gotta be to work in a couple hours. Alright, y'all. Good night. I'll see y'all in a couple hours. Might play some Star Wars. Or some Battlefield 3. Good night, y'all.